So I'm just reading something. All UK hairdressers will now be taught to cut and style Afro hair as standard in beauty
Oh,
regulations update. That was
that's
so
a
cute.
cute one.
So cute. But I'm still gonna go to an auntie to do my hair for now.
But yo, like, please let. So I went to one place, right? And okay, so it was one of those franchise type
Okay,
hair
okay.
salon places, right? So
Yeah.
it's like the McDonald's of hair salon.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So, and from their outlook, it seemed like what they knew was Oyibo hair. But like, you know
Mm.
what, let me just call and see. Maybe they have a black girl on staff. So I called. I'm like, oh, I have a black hair. Do you have anybody that can do with it? Like, we have, but call us back. She's not around. I called back. Like, sorry, she had gone on vacation or something. Next, she has quit. But
Yeah.
that I should come in. That somebody is here for me. I said, okay, let me go there. When I landed there, and I was getting a wash, a deep conditioning treatment, and a trim. My dear, by the time they finished with my
Just
hair,
simple things now.
simple
That's
things. By the
uh
time they finished with my hair, I was like,
Hello.
I don't think this is
this is what this supposed to be.
no, but I didn't clock on time. And now when they maybe like 2 weeks after. So the Oga, she's also not black, but I guess she's more experienced.
Yeah.
When she saw my hair, she's like, who where did
Who
you do your
did
hair
this?
last? I was like, I did it here in your shop. It's here I did it.
Oh God.
That's why you had a butchered. The
Hey, that
what
means they just cut it anyhow or what?
exactly. And what
Hey,
Hmm.
annoyed me is that if you don't know something, Soroso,
just
I don't.
say.
In fact,
Exactly.
I had another instance yesterday. I get my facial hair waxed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, let
Hmm.
me just go. And I called
You're the
again.
one trying new people now.
No, so I called. So I have my girl. Tammy is her
Mm,
name.
mm.
All these Asian zones.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I called 2 weeks ago. Where
Hmm.
is there Tammy around? They're like, oh, Tammy is on vacation. Ha! I should have clocked that something was
What's
off.
up?
And I went there yesterday in person. That okay, please, is Tammy here? I'm like, she doesn't work here. They say, whoa, she doesn't do what?
Can you imagine?
I said, okay, fine. It's okay. Let me just see what's going
Use
on here.
whoever.
Who else is on ground? The girl that came to me, it was looking like she knew what she was doing. Once I laid down on her, on the bed, the first wax spread. I was like, I'm in for it. She not finished what she thought she was doing, and then I told me that because the hair is so short, she can't put the wax in a second. I'm like, I come here almost every 2 weeks for the past two
And
and a
they
half
do
Exactly.
years,
it.
so I know what I'm talking about. What you are doing is rubbish. But I was being respectful. I carried the Twitter
Yeah.
myself to start helping because
As
clearly you don't know
in
your work here.
your work.
Now they now have to go and tell the she now wants to go and report herself that let somebody help me finish the work up. But she was so adamant that but I will charge you for what I'm
Extra.
like, girl, don't as in it's not even the money at this point in time. I cannot live here looking.
As in
So they now brought a new girl to like the another senior staff that I know of before to come and finish the work, and the difference is clear. So my issue was if you know that
Mm-hmm.
because to me from like even the way she was touching my face, I'm like this girl doesn't know what she's doing.
hmm.
The difference was clear with the other senior girl. So I'm like, if you don't know something, it's not your area of expertise. I cannot do it without you.
Yeah.
Tell me that okay, madam,
Mm-hmm.
please come back because I did book an appointment. That come back, but no, you want to do it. Why?
I don't
But
know.
business itself, as in, if you know you've not trained your staff to that extent, don't put them out there to
And many
do.
Asian let me call them out, they do it a lot. Anybody on staff can do
They'll
anything
just
on
say,
the
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah,
list.
yeah. They'll say, yeah.
Anybody on staff can do anything on the list. I'm like, are you trained? Do you know what it entails?
She'll be in
Huh.
Nigeria because of bad belly salute. They'll say, Mercy, why you start to the retouch hair? My friend, go wash hair. I've
Oh
seen it
God.
happen before. They say, see this girl, some of all these people that are the cleaners and the receptionists, they like to
Yeah.
just maybe step in and maybe do something. They'll
Exactly,
say,
to
eh, eh,
try.
eh. Another experienced hairdresser will just say, my friend, go back. I'm like,
Oh God.
no.
Like I'm like Anyway, to Jesus be our glory. Let
Yeah.
intros. I am I'm Olori.
I am Eka. This is a GT
As
episode.
in, and I am Ife, baby girl.
Wow, wow, wow. Where I want to start, I wasn't sure how I was going. Let me start with this Yabo thing because it's pissing me off. It's pissing me off. So let me start
Mhm.
there. That's our big brother. That our big
No, we gave Big
brother.
Brother some
Yeah,
airtime, like a
last.
lot of airtime
Okay, so
last
let's
week.
let's start
Mm,
with the Yabo. So let me just give a synopsis to what happened here. So Tampan is the governing body of the Yoruba film industry. And if you don't know, there's the Baba
mhm.
Ijesha case, which is one of a Yoruba actor who has been accused of defiling a minor of and the minor was a guardian, was a foster child, if you will, of another person in the entertainment industry. And so when the news broke out, because the foster child's, I guess, foster mother had video evidence of inappropriate behavior between the child and the actor. So when the video came out, a lot of people, especially in the industry, had their hot takes or their views about it. And Iyawo Ojo and Nkechi Blessing were some of the most vocal voices in support of the child, saying that this cannot be swept under the carpets. Um, there were also people who were doing videos on the other side of the aisle. There's one mama, I can't remember her name. Bookie Bright was there, Yomi
Mm.
Fabi, another guy that I'm blanking out on name that went back and forth with Nkechi Sunday. They were on the opposite side to say, we know the guy, he can't do this, or we don't know him, but justice must follow the course. We shouldn't
Mm.
circumvent the process because we think he's guilty. Let the court prove him right. But they were doing so
Yeah.
in an aggressive way, in my opinion. So anyway, a few weeks ago, Tampan had done a press release saying that because the Baba Ijesa is not a member, they cannot suspend him, but they condemn what he has done. And also and then a few weeks after that, they had put a ban or something on Akechi and another guy because they felt that they were disrespecting the industry by their going back and forth on the issue. Akechi was pro the girl child, and
Mm.
the guy was supporting Baba Ijesa, which is the alleged defiler of the child. So anyway, weeks have passed, and for some reason, I don't know what triggered it, but the Tampan body felt they need to do it. This is their first press conference, by the way. So when the thing first came out, they didn't do a press conference. They released a statement, and then the president of the body did a live video to explain why they can't do more than what they've done because he's not a member of their group. So now
Mm.
they've done a press conference where they have urged, because Yabo and Blessing are also not members of Tampa, so who can be member now? Anyway, they've
Tampon.
they've urged
As in.
they've urged their members to not work with Nkechi and Yabo in a bid to kind of reprimand the
Mhm.
women for what they consider to be inappropriate behavior in the handling of this Baba Ijesha um case. So they did a press
Mm.
conference, and then in the middle of the press conference, one of the board members, GD Kosoko, was he said that, especially for some reason, he singled out Nkechi, that her in particular, that they will frustrate her efforts in the industry. And so that happened. um and let me leave it there because the story has not ended.
Mm.
Or let me say this also. What now happened after that came out was now the whole Nigerian cultural issue, especially the Yoruba culture. And they are our elders, but we cannot call them
Yeah,
out. They are
rubbish.
our elders, but we
Rubbish.
have to, that regardless that elders err, they are not, they're not above mistake, but we must respect them. And then in so doing, that has now led to an apology of some sort from Iyabo and Katie Blessing to the so-called elders of Tampan. The only elder that I've seen apologize was the president. And he apologized on behalf of Jide Kosoko. I think he realized that it was wrong to say that I will frustrate you in an industry or
Who's the
whatever.
president?
Mr. Latin, that's his name. Well, that's his like stage name.
Oh, okay.
I'm forgetting his Balaji Amuson. That's his real name.
Okay.
So yeah, now I've seen Jide Kosoko do a video. I didn't really watch it fully, but the first few minutes that I watched was basically him saying that he has seen a video going around that people have mistaken his intentions,
Hmm.
if you will, trying to run him down. I'm like, you said those words, bro. So yeah, so that's the baseline story. This story really pissed me off. But let you girls come in on that first. If you
First
want to
of
get us
all,
started up, yeah.
yeah, let me start because I think Jide Kosoko, I think in an interview he was saying something about it's not like basically why they had to call them to orders because Yabo and Nkechi went around saying things about, I don't know if they ever said anything about the Yoruba industry, so I don't know how true what he's saying is, but he was like that the conference was not against like Yabo and Nkechi's like stance on fighting like the whole defilement of a minor by Baba
Mm-hmm.
Ijesha, that it was just about like misrepresenting or saying like just like in generalizing the Yoruba film industry in a derogatory way and stuff. But my thing is, I don't know because I can't remember what they said, so I don't know if they said that. If they did say that, if they kind of put everyone together in industry and say, "Oh, the Yoruba people, Kimiko," then okay, I think they should have apologized. But if they didn't, like for me it's rubbish because I don't, this whole banning, and I didn't even know, this is my first time of hearing this tampan thing. I didn't even know there was an association. All I know is Actors Guild and
They
what's the
have.
other one, Video Censors Board. Those are the ones I know.
In
I didn't
fact,
know
Mr.
there was a
Alatin has been
tampan.
probably the most active tampan person that I've known because he has really brought that
Oh, okay.
to a bit more, brought the body a bit more to the forefront. Um,
Yeah, and also I let
yeah,
me let me just say my last thing. I will be like tampan, like since you're saying Baba Ijesha is a member, like in
no,
the same con
it's not
oh
a
he's
member.
not.
Yeah,
Oh, he's just a colleague of the industry.
exactly.
Okay,
So that that
tampan,
that,
where
that
were
I said, who is your member
uh
now?
exactly, who's your
Because
member? Because nobody's there. So my thing is, okay,
So, but then
you're saying
why did he, as you're saying this, sorry to cut you in, Ife,
yeah.
as you're saying this Baba Ijesha is not a member, why didn't Jide Kosoko say he will frustrate him in the industry?
Exactly. That's what I'm even going to. Like, so why are you focusing on Iyabo and this person? If this person is not even your member, and also, what did you people do when this thing happened? And it is putting a bad name, like it's bringing your association or whatever. Because Tampa, I even thought it was a Yoruba thing. I don't think it is. It's theater
Yeah, it's
artists.
not.
It's not even. So it's
Yeah.
like, is this the first? Like, why are you singling out these women? I don't know, but he's saying it's because they said something bad about Yoruba film practitioners and the industry. But it's just like, okay, did you people say anything when this thing started? Did you try to caution or put out a press release since you can do a conference, a be statement or what? So I don't
and
really know what
that
that
to me
organization is
was
for.
where I was going to come in on, is on the idea that you people, like, this is the most vocal you have been since this issue.
Exactly.
Now I
Like,
will exempt. I won't say I will exempt the president, right? Because for me, I feel like I gave him a pass because when the thing first happened, in fact, before the video came out, to be in all fairness to
mm,
them, before the video came out, when only the, I guess, the inner caucus knew what was going on, right? Because you know how the issue started, an alarm was raised that he was arrested. We didn't see any video until maybe a few days
Mm-hmm.
after. So before the video came out, right? Because they were actually quiet, and Iyabo and Nkechi were like, "It's a lie. We're going all out." And some members were
yeah.
like, let us first hear why he was arrested, what happened, before we now
Mm-hmm.
start taking sites. Then in the next few days, as people start, as the inner circle start getting more info, people start shifting sides that it is what he did. Let me let me realign myself, right?
Mm,
So in that first few days, Tampan, before the video came out, had done a press that had put a press statement out saying that we condemn what he has done. Right now, the
Mm.
president had to go on live video because people were asking that, why are you, like, why can't you do more? And he was like, he is not
yeah.
our member, so I cannot do more than what I have
Mm,
as in done. Now, to your point though, I don't see them directing anybody to not work
yeah.
with him as per, okay, same thing that they're doing to your brother, that okay, he's not a member, but please,
Mm-hmm.
all members don't work. I didn't see that. I didn't see
Misplaced,
that.
misplaced
Yeah, I
priorities.
did not see that. Now, secondly, of,
Misplaced.
if Iyabo is having a disagreement on how the industry handled the issue, I don't see why that is a requirement for a
Yeah.
sanction. She feels disappointed by the way you people as a body took up the issue. We seem to be
Mm-hmm.
and this is the issue that I've had with many of the Yoruba actors and actresses coming out. They seem to be
Yeah.
more, they're more concerned about the optics of the industry than the actual issue on ground. So you did not come out in the same strength when the issue came. So she's right to be disappointed in how you people handled it. It's not a call for sanction.
This is terrible. And I hate the fact that like I read Nkechi Blessing's apology, and I like,
Apology.
yeah, apology, or because I
It
like
was
the fact
ironic
that,
to an extent. I think she was just
Yeah,
being
yeah.
sarcastic also.
yeah,
I
no,
think people had called her.
no, she gave her points, her valid points, and this was good. And then she now said that she apologizes to Jide Kosoko if she was disrespectful in him,
Mm-hmm.
in answering him when he threatened her career. So she's
Yeah.
sorry for that, but she will never be sorry for standing up against rape, sexual assault, and sexual abuse
Yeah.
of a minor.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where this whole respect thing comes in, that it is stupid. And it's funny because I was talking to somebody about this recently, who happens to be from another country in Africa and is
Mm.
dating a Yoruba guy. And the fact she met the mother recently, his mother recently, and she didn't know what to do because in her own culture they're freer. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah.
Even us, other Nigerians that are
Yeah.
not,
In
we don't
Nigeria,
even know
yeah.
how to, because the Yoruba take their respect up a notch.
Yeah.
So they advised her that she should kneel down, that's go on her two knees.
Mm.
And she did. And she was telling me that she just felt so stupid in a space where everybody was sitting down. She went on her two knees for this woman. And then later the woman then told her, oh, stand up. And she was
Mm.
like, but what's the point? That she doesn't, like, she
Exactly.
cannot relate because she just feels stupid and belittled. She could have just greeted this woman, or she
Mm-hmm.
would have even
Mm.
just curtsied a bit. So my issue is, I know in Nigeria we take the respect thing far, but then in the
Mm.
Yoruba land, they take
Yeah.
it so far, which is what we are seeing here. The fact that
Mm-hmm.
Jide Kosoko has not come out to say he is sorry for threatening
Exactly.
someone's career
Because
because
he's
the
an
person
elder.
came out, because you're an elder, and for the fact that other people are supporting that no matter what an elder does, you should not come and disrespect them.
Apologize. Exactly.
I personally, for one, anybody can call me a disrespectful child, but I know that
You must earn the respect. I
throughout
don't
my life,
care.
I've not been tagged disrespectful. But
Mm-hmm.
one thing I know is that if you disrespect yourself, you
I
cannot
would
expect me to
disrespect.
disrespect you.
That's it.
Right.
I will disrespect you because
Ah,
you can't come and be stupid and
I'm
expect
be
me
claiming
to
elder.
yeah, and then be claiming elder. You can't come. So, for example, now somebody, people that live in households, that is why the disrespect come. People that live in household that maybe the father or mother, they are drunks, and they come to the
Mm-hmm.
house drunk every time. Very soon your child will tell you you're stupid, you're a stupid father,
Exactly.
and you have
Because
to
you're
take
doing
it because
rubbish.
you're doing rubbish. You cannot expect them to now be kneeling down and prostrating to a
Eh,
drunkard. So I mean, if you come out like Jide Kosoko was out of line, I was wondering where the hate is. Like there is a specific hate
yeah.
to Nkechi Blessing. So
I
because
think they've had a personal, because the way Nkechi was saying stuff, she was like, if I open something for
yes,
this,
the
like,
his daughters
so
will come and start
yeah, we'll come
doing,
and so I think
But
they've
because
had some sort of,
but can we even define what exactly is disrespect? Because for me,
that's the
what
thing.
Nkechi
exactly.
said, except Nkechi did not have her facts right. Because and
Yeah.
in fact, and that guy, I forget his name, maybe Baba Awero or something like that, had actually left his house and come to court in support of Baba Ijesa. That the guy that he knows can't do this. But that even if he has done it,
Oh,
that
it's
this is an
disgusting.
an an in-house issue that should not reach level of court, and Tampan how to distance themselves from that statement, because the man was,
Mm.
was making it seem like, this is an everyday, as in we we do it in the industry. So why is this one a big, you
Mm.
know, deal? So my own issue is that what is actually disrespect? So except Nkechi did, was just talking, mean that she doesn't really know of any immoral act that Jide has done,
Yeah.
except
Hmm.
that. But if she's speaking from a place of, I know your skeletons in your cupboard,
Hmm.
what is the disrespect?
Even if she's speaking out of emotions, there is freedom of speech. she did not, never for once did I see her or Yabo or Joe come and sit down and say, Tampan is useless. Tampan is
Yeah.
a stupid organization. That will be a direct attack to
Yeah.
Tampan.
Mm-hmm.
She did. None of them insulted. They were accusing the man that assaulted a minor, where we saw evidence, and then the people that were fervently
Yeah.
supporting him and attacking them. So
Them.
this Tampan, as you said, Efe, I didn't even know about them until this
Mm-hmm.
press conference. So nobody even gave a hoot about you. Nobody knew about you. You have
Exactly.
now come and be shouting that they are disrespecting us. And then who? How dare you? Who are you to open your mouth and say, even though the person is not your member, you will
Hey,
frustrate them in the industry and make
can
sure
you
that they
imagine?
don't? So why didn't you have the same energy for the people who are your members that were supporting Baba Ijesha if you
Thank you.
condemn his actions? Because if you condemn his actions, every single member that supported him outrightly should
Mm-hmm.
be a suspect for child abuse or child
Exactly.
homosexual
For me, it's the
this thing.
tone
So,
deafness. It to me the tone,
Mm-hmm.
like to me, like sometimes as you grow older, yeah, like how I put it now. Let's say someone has killed a woman's child, right? Should she return? Should she in the court go and physically attack the suspect? No, but we will
Mm-hmm.
understand where that grievance is coming from, if that
Coming
makes
from.
sense. So for me, if you have wisdom, like you claim as an older person, right, there is nothing that Iyabo and Nkechi had done that required this press conference. They may have been out of line from your perspective,
Well, oh,
but what were they fighting for?
that is it.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? One even claimed, this same Baba Agbero claimed that he called Yabo, and Yabo dropped the phone on him. Why? Because she asked him that when he asked her to, like, calm down the case, she asked her that if it was your own daughter,
What will you
right,
do?
what will you
Yeah.
do? And the man
exactly.
sidestepped the question, and
Uh-huh.
Yabo got off the
That's
phone
it.
because clearly you're
Yeah,
not
because
an
you're
unserious
wasting her
person.
time.
Yeah, so for me, it's like this, and the fact that many of the actors, there's only one actor that I think came out that I was proud of. He didn't come out fully. I need to, again, back to the respect, Kiniko. He put a this is Funsho Adeolu. He put a mask on his face saying that I'm not wearing this mask because of COVID-19, but
Yeah, I
out of
saw that.
shame for what our so-called elders
And can I
have
just
done.
say, oh,
Doing.
I mean, I don't want to get into this whole Igbo Nollywood versus, but Funsho was one of our own, like our English king. Because I'm sorry, these Yoruba actors, even what's that their big actor guy that it was on Glow, that one did not
Odunade,
say anything.
that's true. I've not
Like,
seen
it's like,
anything
why
from
are you not
Odu.
saying, like, why? And the thing is, these things happen. That's the thing, and that's what this girl Kichi doesn't have time for anybody. I'm even shocked she apologized. But Kichi's like, look, if I open if I open the book, we will not finish. It's like these things happen. Like we've seen stories, we've seen like all these type of disgusting things, and these old men that call them because you're a foolish elder, with all due respect. And if you're foolish, I don't care. It's not by money, it's not by age. If you're a stupid person, you deserve to be disrespected since you cannot respect yourself and you're coming to say respect. It's like, what did you people do? Did you people try to see or say, oh, we stand with this person? The person is not even your member. It's just because he's a man. And maybe you people see him at events. Oh, Egbomi, my uncle, my daddy. Yes, sir. Like, that's why you're not saying that
Say my
they should not.
daddy.
Like, and who are you to say that people should not work with people? Like, what did they do? Did they point? Because they can even point at you and say, yes, so we know you did this. But it's like, nobody called your name. They just said, we're disappointed that people are not standing up against this person. And now you're persecuting them. It's like, elder, disrespecting. No, I
My
don't. Like, it's
question is,
rubbish.
if Iyabo and Nkechi, they are not members, even Ijesha self,
What's your as in, why are
that
you banning? Why
that
are
I
you
didn't know before until this case.
this thing
Who
exactly?
who is their member? Beg. We're on Netflix and we're on Showmax and African Magic. Who are these ones? I beg. Like, if not for
But
just keeping a good record, and I think I really think that is why Iyabo and Nkechi just decided to
mm-hmm.
apologize, not because they are doing it from their mind, because they
Yeah,
are still working
Yeah.
with people around that industry, and it has spread them on. But on a serious note, even two of them, they know that their money is not coming from Tampan.
they know now. They
They
know. They just
know.
But
have
can we even
to.
talk about just the larger? Because to me, I think this is part
Because
of the reason why.
there is Ebony Life safe. Like, what is this? Who
No,
are
but
you?
even beyond that, I think this is part of the reason why. Like, to me, this just really broke my heart, because this is why I feel
It did.
like Nigeria as a country cannot move forward if we continue to have this culture. Me
Yes.
Yes.
disagreeing with an adult is not
It's
disrespect.
not
It's
wrong.
not. It's
It's not
not.
So
disrespect.
annoying.
See how we have to cuddle Jide when he was the one that erred. And this
It's
is
really
also why
bad.
rape culture persists. Because who wants to call out daddy or uncle
Exactly, an older
for doing
person or
something
an
bad?
influential person. Yeah.
And you're now ruined a child's life in the course of trying to protect and cuddle a man's ego or an elder's ego. That is
No.
that to me is the height of rubbish.
And I had respect for Jide Kosoko. Like he's one of like the old time actors that I actually really like. And I was so disappointed to see this. Though I've always suspected him. Let me not talk too much, but I've always liked him. I've always like, said, this man, like he's been here, he's still so for me to see this, I'm like, I thought you are even exposed. Like a whole you. If
Thought
Jide
out.
Kosoko, if Jide Kosoko is coming out to say stuff like then I don't understand.
Now,
Because
That's what I
imagine
was
a guy
thinking as
that left his
well.
house, the Baba Aware that left his house from wherever he lives to come to Lagos and
as
be in court
in
with Baba Ijesha. That shows you
and there's
the
evidence.
dedication.
I don't understand what they're
And the
supporting. This
man
is
was
not
saying that
just
this is normal. That why did he
God.
reach court? That he's not saying that it's good though, but this happens. So why did he reach court issue? This is an elder saying this rubbish.
When people do jungle justice now, they'll be angry. When things like this nonsense that is happening, people will say, why did you now? You should have just said, I'm taking sorry. No, I will not take sorry. Like, if you mess with my child, I will cut you, I will castrate you. Like, because
No,
people will be bringing sentiment into this
the
rubbish.
worst part is that if you read the comments in even this Kosoko's this thing, people will say he's a father to us all. Not all that will be tolerated. It
He's
is
not
I
my
know my
not
father.
daddy.
true.
Oh.
I
It's
know my
like
daddy.
it's like it's
I know
like
my
when
daddy.
it's like when Peter Doce came to talk.
Oh.
I respect like Jide Kosoko, I respect his talent and his contributions to the
I
industry.
said,
And I also respect Pete Edoche and his contribution to the industry. But when you say something that is bull crap,
rubbish.
we call it out as bull crap. It's up to, because unfortunately our Nigerian elders or fathers and mothers that have a certain age have
As
stopped
in,
learning and gaining knowledge. You need to evolve and realize that things
exactly.
cannot operate in the same way it operated. Especially
Years
you need to
ago.
people need to learn to grow to become better. You can't stay in the
Yes.
same, and the problem is that they don't, because they just feel, that what an elder sees sitting down is what
Bam.
they are still
That's
doing
it.
it, and it's so bad because
My sister, that
we have to
is
we
it.
have to call out bad, like if somebody has, because most times is when a parent, because this is the same thing that happens, that you will see now mother-in-law will be fighting with daughter-in-law and the son won't be able to tell the mother that,
You don't get
mommy,
that.
you're messing up because you're leaving your husband's house to come and sit there in my house and disturb my wife. They can't say that, you like, because it's like respect. We're not saying you should be disrespectful in how you deliver, but you need to tell people, see, you're messing up. You're messing up because you're not doing the
Simple.
right thing. But Nigerians feel that you cannot tell somebody that is a senior to you anything.
Yeah.
To me, it's
It's
the pride
unfair.
that goes before a fall. Because I don't understand why as in, you don't know something, you don't know something. And the fact
Exactly.
that your wisdom did not impress upon you that this press conference was ill-advised already shows that that maybe that respect that you're asking for, you don't merit it. Because I said, you may disagree with how they have handled themselves, but they are justified in what they are fighting for. So maybe you can call them as elders behind that. Okay, oh yeah, but my child, calm down. But your wisdom did not take you there. Why?
My thing
I
is the
hope.
fact that they had the guts to come and do press conference. Are you not
Thank
ashamed
you.
of yourself? You're doing a
I
Thank
press
you.
don't know.
conference about what? What exactly are you just to say? Oh, we're going to cut this person's. Let's say Iyabo and Kechi were dependent on the Yoruba film industry. So that's how you want to mess somebody up because they didn't do
Just
anything or
because
because
they
they just
open their
said you
mouth to
didn't
stand
support. As
against
in,
Abba.
And
you're
we've
now
not had
saying
this
you're
same level of stance against Bab. Yes, he's
That
not.
is
exactly
it.
Yes, he's not found guilty yet. But with the like
evidence is there.
in America or in the abroads, accusation alone is enough for your company to
Exactly,
say,
conviction.
let, as in your company will say, go and stay at home first. Let us distance ourselves
Honestly,
first. Then once you win the case, we can now
do
talk
they
again.
suspend this guy? Did they even
No, he's
suspend? Did
not
they
No,
part
even
of
call
their
press
this thing.
they
conference?
say that he's not a
They
member,
should have
but to me,
suspended him.
I'm like, in the
Oh
presence
God.
of what I'm saying is that in the presence of video evidence, you put are still on the like again.
I still, that's my
I
anger.
understand that he has not been found guilty in a court of law, but that video is enough for you to say, you know what,
It is
this
enough.
like let's distance ourselves.
I hope all these people that are saying that he's an elder and they disrespected him, I hope they are not insulting Buhari because he's an elder.
As
Oh,
in, you
oh,
get
oh,
He's an
as in,
oh,
elder.
but Shay was
Mm.
saying it.
oh,
When
oh,
Buhari will come and
oh.
tell us the truth now, we'll say Buhari is talking too much.
No,
Uncle
no,
has told
no.
us.
Do you know why? Because
Hey.
if this is how we are doing respect now,
Yes, it's
Buhari is
rubbish.
older than Jide Kosoko. If Buhari messes
No.
up and bans Twitter, you have no right to come and call him out and drag him and say that he's a yayem person, he's a this. You
Mm.
should just keep quiet and be taking it. Shebi? Is that not? Because if not, you're doing for one person, you do respect. For another person, you won't do respect.
Oh God,
Like for me, I don't think that
Nigerians.
to me there is no culture, in my opinion,
There's
that
none.
should supersede what is right. It's the
That
same
is
reason
Exactly.
it.
why you tell a woman to stay, like, okay, the man has cheated, and tell you to reprimand the
Address the
man.
cheating.
You will say,
Mm,
but you know what? I say, how would you look? What will people say
Exactly.
that you live your? I say, I'm like that. Like the optic. Like why we so concerned about the
About
optics when
optics,
a wrong
yeah.
has been done?
that is it. That's just it. That's just the summary. We are concerned about the optics, but we are not concerned about the wrong that has been done. Everybody, something will happen in the house. We don't want people to hear because it will. Yeah, something bad happened. Something bad happened. Leave it like that. Ah,
I think, do you know how many industry elders were at that conference? And nobody's, as in, Jide
nobody heard.
was there, Adebayo was there. So nobody thought that this is not the best idea. You put all came and
Mm.
sat down.
No, it's the fact that even this princess was shouting recently because one is it Iya Rainbow or whatever went on BBC, did interview, I was busy saying she called princess so many times that princess should not drag take Baba Ijesha to like she should calm down and they should settle the thing
Yeah.
out. You know, people talk and it's not good because allow somebody do with what their case do let them do with what they want to do with it. The way she's talking now, this is kind of person that maybe if they steal something for her, she will do jungle justice outside and put fire
But to
Yeah.
me,
on their
is
head.
why are we so concerned about doing it on that G?
Quietly,
You
I
get what I'm
don't
That's the
saying?
know.
thing.
Why are you so
Princess did not
concerned
even bring
doing
the
it on that
story
G?
out, so she did not.
Why?
It's people that went go and bring it out for her. Eh?
Oh, these our elders,
Ah,
like my thing is you're supposed to for you to even be called an elder, I don't care. I always say age is just the number. I don't care how old you are. If you are foolish, if you're not wise, because part of growing older is becoming wiser, becoming like knowing that okay, I made these mistakes, I'm going to be better, or at least working on yourself as you get older. So being
That is
older
it.
than me, if you don't have wisdom, then you don't deserve any kind of I will even call you an elder. I will not even respect you. I will not because if you don't know how to conduct yourself as a person or how
ah.
to have that wisdom in your head, then you don't deserve to be an elder. You're just old. You're just 60 years or 70, but you're not an elder. Like we
You're
will
not
not call you
mature.
as in you're just you're just a child. That is it. Can't come and be saying rubbish. You're in fact you're like me. You're not daddy. Daddy, good afternoon, sir. No. No.
No,
This is so
It's
sad.
I'm
terrible.
beyond this. And I think women were like coward to, like, you know what I mean, like to apologize.
Yes.
I'm like,
Ah,
now you're offended. As it just shows why we have so many issues. Like the fact that the victim, and this is why also rape culture goes on, because the
exactly.
elder victim has to be protected. I'm like, how did we get here? That we cannot see the truth and call it the and I'm actually disappointed also in the female elders also, because maybe Yabok cannot confront Jide, but they are female
Yeah.
elders. Why didn't people push mouth?
Exactly. Nobody is saying
Why?
anything. Well, I think, like you said, these things are rampant there, but it shouldn't be. That's the thing. We're trying to not normalize these things. We're trying to stop them, and it's like, oh, we're just going to keep quiet. It's like it's just keeping quiet. I don't know, sure.
Me, my
But
own
this
is,
Mm.
shows why it's rampant. This shows why.
Yes,
yeah,
this
and
shows
my
why.
my my own issue is the judgmental attitude of human beings. So it's
Mm-hmm.
rampant in that side, but then you open your mouth and say, why are people in the north marrying people that are 12 and
Exactly,
this
that's
thing?
my thing. Like,
Mm.
oh,
So what is the difference if you can go
Bam.
and defile a 13-year-old, a 12-year-old?
honestly, like change
It's like,
starts with us. So
because everybody
honestly,
will sit down and do, but people are doing things that are they're not supposed to
things a
do. Period.
lot.
Period.
Oh.
Just that you're doing your own. You kept a bigger woman in the house, and then you're now messing around with small girls. It's not right. It is not right,
Like I
regardless.
said, people always wonder why there's jungle justice. But when things like this happen in a society, you don't expect people like if you steal from me, I will kill you and put tire on your head.
Eh,
If
Abby?
you touch my child, yes, that's why jungle justice happens in countries like Nigeria. Because no, but even let's forget police, because police is even far. Look at this one now. Like even the people in your community, because I've seen it happen where they're like, madam, now you know this is the first time, or oh, just forgive him. He does not. No, we should not attach sentiment. Someone has done something wrong. Who and this person
No,
is an adult. Like, why should we now say no? We should not do this
Yeah, mm.
because
no, we
you
will
know
not be here talking if Princess silently did
exactly.
poisoned Baba Ijesha or did
Uh-huh.
juju that hit him and he ran mad. We will
Exactly.
not be here. Shebi will just say, hey,
Ah,
what happened to this man? We will not know that maybe she has sent forces against him, but she went through the right channels and she's being condemned for it. The
that's
people
it.
that supported her are being condemned for it. It is rubbish. It is rubbish. Jide
Need to do
Kosoko
better.
severely he disappointed me
Very
because
disappointing.
even if he said they were banned or whatever, they were suspended, but then for you to open your mouth and say that you're going to frustrate the person, you're going to,
As
is
in
that even Tampan themselves, is that how your members behave? Is that how they carry
The
themselves?
Tampan president already apologized for Jide
Why
Kosoko, but
can't
why
Jide
hasn't
Kokoso
Jide?
don't
apologize
mind
for
him. It's
himself?
Exactly.
Friday.
That's his.
Friday
Yeah,
again.
He's
priding
coming to
against
explain
himself.
things. He's coming to
No,
act film
no,
for
no.
us.
Because he's on Netflix. That's why.
That's why. He's a big
Correct.
Boy,
star in their tampan. Because apart
Correct.
from Jide Kosoko now, who do we know in that place that has crossed Yoruba and
as
English?
in
Uh, please,
And
they should.
and Jide has what, 4 or 5 daughters? Because I've been seeing some
Six
BBP
selves. He
nannies.
has a lot. He
So
has
I'm
eight
like,
daughters.
as
really? No, then say
No,
daddy
they
wa.
cannot now look at the type of father. They cannot utter that.
as in
Disrespectful. I
Ah, well,
can't.
we need to do better in how we raise, because it's the family system that encourages this rubbish.
exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
If in your house everybody can say their mind rest, because to me I don't like this word disrespect. I don't understand it. Like honestly,
Oh,
me
yes.
disagreeing with you is not disrespect.
It's
If I
not.
call you you're mad, you're stupid in the disagreement, okay.
That's
But if I have a claim to back up what I'm saying, like, except in case you do not know what she's saying. But if there are evidence to back up that you also ask girls for sex in exchange for sex for roles, then there are also issues.
exactly.
They are found wanting as well. And the
No.
fact that even Ikeji cannot come out, that means that many women are suffering this.
Ah, in case she says she comes out, she'll break table. Just that
I
she
think
just
me as a she will break tables, honestly. My thing is I wish our society in general would, look at character over how much money someone has or how old the person
influence.
is. Because if you look at that panel, that tampan, like I mean I don't want to name names, though we've said Jide Kosoko, there's another person there that these people, if you look at how their homes have been structured as individuals out of I'm an actor, they are actually nonsense people. Like
We see in the US how the companies or corporations drop you. They drop you like
Quickly,
they don't even
sharply,
exactly once
they don't
you're this
even
thing.
need to know how much money you have given the company. They drop you quick
like it's hot.
because
Ah,
because you cannot come and bring their whole corporation down because of your mess. They drop you
ah,
when they try and see that this thing is going south and there's evidence against you. They drop you. There are
exactly.
many people they've dropped in recent times because of the Me Too movement, because of
Mm-hmm.
and it busted out even we know in the film industry abroad too. It is so rampant too. People take
Yeah.
advantage of young actors and actors or young everybody. They
Yeah.
drop you and everybody stops associating with you because that is where they are eating from. So you
Mm-hmm.
cannot come and now tell them, oh, because of the stupidity of molestation and assault that you're doing, because
Exactly.
you cannot put yourself together, they should now come and be supporting you. what did this Baba Ijesha even do for these people that they are supporting
I
him like
don't
this? I
know.
don't
But
Maybe
is
because
it
he's a man
him
or
understand.
that
what?
you
I
want
don't
to
know.
support now? Because you don't know when if it will be your turn tomorrow.
Your turn. That's what I
Yes,
think.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
so.
That's the
That's
all of
it.
angle.
them are guilty.
They are
That's the
all of
angle.
them. That
That's the
Ah,
panel,
angle.
there's comma there in that panel.
no wonder, because I really don't know this Baba Ijesha, how much influence he's had now that he's so big
They all have
all of a
skeletons.
sudden.
That's it. So they don't want
Oh
anybody to
God.
open book.
That's
No,
what, as in
wow.
simple, because you don't know if, because as you said, this happens in the industry. Tomorrow may be
Yes.
your
Mm-hmm.
turn, so you want the same support or the same cover up.
Oh
If
God
there was
help
no
us.
video, if there was no video in this issue, hey hey,
As in denial. It never happened.
Princess will be brought
You
down.
even sue princess.
as in
As in
Uh
for thank you, well,
it is well.
ladies,
Peace out.
a town in the building. Bye.